Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to everyone around the world. Welcome back to another One Piece video featuring your boy Zoro. Coming at you guys with a very, very spicy list, especially in today's format. Aggro is very, very strong. Be it that Whitebeard is doing it, you got Bella Betty out here. We all got to survive the game of Sakazuki. And I feel like aggro, of course, is the best way to do it. Cards that get immediate value on board once they're played, letting them attack. That way, once they attack, they get removed via Sakazuki. But, with that being said, let's take a peek under the hood and see what we got working with when it comes to Zoro here. Of course, you got yourself your Nami and your Dan back, which are very, very fundamental to Zoro lists. Be it we aren't playing a Edward Newgate package here. We're not playing Whitebeard Pirates. We're not doing any of that shenanigans. We're going low to the ground. That way we can get off these attacks early and get value. Move on with the day. Now, Nami allows you to search pretty much 70% of this deck. The cards that she's not able to pull out would be your Fire Fists, your Buggy, your Magras, your Makinos, and of course your Curly Dedan. Whereas your Curly Dedan allows you to pull Nami in hopes that Nami can search for something else, which is massive, right? Because we can get pretty much every card in the game in that regard. Or your Dedans can pull your Buggies, and your Buggy pulls out your counters. Or sorry, your events. You know how that works. Now, in a perfect hand, what I'm looking for, pretty much versus all decks right now that I've come across, is I want to start opening up with Brook, Nami, and maybe a Makino. Like, that's my ideal setup. I love to have this combination if possible. This is going first and or second. If I'm going first, I'm dropping the Nami and I'm searching out for a Brook. If I don't have the Brook in hand already. If I'm going second, we're dropping the Nami. We're searching for either a Sanji here, or we're searching for this Sanji, or Zoro, or a Luffy. Depending on what my events are currently in my hand. Now, be that the case, on your following turn, you can drop the Brook. You don up the Zoro with the Brook, right? You attach one Don to the Nami. You boost the Nami with the Makino. You're getting in big attacks already. That's 2 damage that your opponent has to deal with. Obviously, on the crackback, you're probably going to lose the Makino and the Nami. We understand that. But at the end of the day, you got to get that immediate value. And you have a lot of it in this deck, considering everything is played off a low cost, with Zoro boosting them. You're hitting numbers. You're hitting 6 to 7 Ks each and every turn without being overly aggressive, going up to 8 to 9. You can do it. But at the end of the day, hopefully you guys are ready for this. We're going to dive into it. Remember, hit that like button. Make sure you follow. We're doing One Piece content all day. See you on this one second. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Diving into another game. Hopefully you guys will be excited for this one. This is a pretty good matchup, especially a fan favorite here when it comes to Bella Betty and Zoro. But in any case, let's get into this. At the end of the day, looking at this list, we are both aggro decks. I think Bella Betty is clearly the better aggro in that sense. But playing in her is going to be no different. We're going to attack into it until she gets a trigger. If she lands on a trigger, we'll stop attacking. She got nothing from that either. I think the better play is to drop the Zoro and go for this as well. I was debating on doing the Makino into the Robin to have that for next turn, But, okay, we'll pass turn here. She discarded the Morley to play a Morley. Interesting. See what she wants to do. We have the Fire Fist in case things get too out of control. But I really don't want to drop a Fire Fist and a Fire Fist. You know what I mean? To play a Fire Fist. But yeah, whatever. We'll see what goes on here. So potentially... Okay. She does have Kuma then. There that goes. That kind of sucks, I'm not going to lie. I mean, she gets 2 bodies on board. Which is okay. We'll take the Fire Fist for now. Or Jet Pistol, sorry. So next turn, it's a possibility she hits me with 5 damage. Looking at how her board is right now. She can boost up 3 of those cards. Which would be the Kuma, the Koala, and the Bella Betty. And just attach 2 Don to Morley, essentially. And attach 2 Don to Leader. And then she could also play something from hand. If she wants to go that route. Be it another Bella Betty or another 2-drop. Or Inazuma. But we'll see. Go for the 6 and do the same strat as last turn. If she gets a trigger, we'll stop attacking. So I do have an opportunity of fire fisting by discarding Jet Pistol to kill the Morley and anything else here on board. She did not get a trigger. Cool. Five life to 1 right now. I think we're sitting pretty good to drop this Zoro. We won't attack with it though. I think I'll need this for the following turn. She does have 6 cards in hand. I don't think I can push through with simply just Buggy and Zoro without her having counter power. 7 now, but you know what I mean. There's an Inazuma here. I'm willing to take all of these. She discards an Ivan. That's wild. Okay. You know, personally, I think you kind of boosted the wrong units here. Not going to lie to you. I think you should have boosted the Bello Betty over there with Akuma instead of the Morley. Morley has 8k. And at the end of the day, I don't have any blockers on board, so he was probably going to get through unless I pitch cards from hand. If she would have boosted the Bello Betty here, or the Kuma, she could have got in an extra attack. Because Morley's already 5 anyway, right? But she could have had 5 hits this turn. You know, opponent seems to be contemplating on going in or not. There's nothing else you can attack here, so. Opponent really trying to stall me out for 4 minutes. That's crazy. In any case, we'll take all of these hits, I think. We got 5 life to her 1. It's a possibility we get a Fire Fist or a Jet Pistol off our stack. If not, I'm okay with it. She has no blockers on board. She's got 5 cards in her hand, 1 life left. She could have Hormone, though. You have to keep that in mind. She has 3 Dawn open. Oh, cool. 2 Machinos. It's perfect. We can boost Buggy to 10. So even if she does have Hormone here, she has to drop a, what, 3k after that to survive? So we'll see. So give the Buggy both Machinos here, a Dawn and a Zoro. That'll be a 10k. Easy. I'll go for her here. I don't really care about this board, considering the game state and how much life she has left, so. We'll attach 1 more to Zoro here. Go for 9, then we'll go for 7. Natsu. Weird. Alright, there we go. Game number 1. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Diving into another one. Coming at you guys again with Zoro, playing against Rob Lucci. Which I think might be a tough matchup for Zoro. Especially for this list that we're running. And at the end of the day, being an aggro deck. We're going to take the Jet Pistol here, by the way. Being an aggro deck, it's a little bit difficult considering he does have Kaku. And he could be running the new Lucci as well. So given our low-cost units, those are easy targets for him just to pop for free. We have to play this a little bit respectively, you know? Play anything there, cool. Let's see what we can do here. We could play Sanji. But I think it might be more effective to get the Brook down instead. Get the Brook and the Makino. Makino can boost the Nami. She'll swing for 6, right? Quick math. Yeah, she'll swing for 6. Get the Dawn under Zoro here, so now she'll swing for 7. For 6, sorry. Math is hard. Cool. I'll go for 7k here as well. This should be another hit. I don't know what just happened there. Okay, there it is. King Pistol, not bad. There should be another hit here. Unless she's gonna pass 3k. Awesome. My hand is looking pretty good. We have a lot of follow-ups just in case he does get a Kaku. And with his amount of cards he has in hand, it's probably a given that he does have it, you know, ready to go. So hopefully we can deal with it later instead of now. That'd be great. Allowing Brook to be on the board for 1 more turn, that's 2 damage coming up for the next turn here for me. Oh, okay, never mind. That's good. Well played. Yeah, because I didn't want to actually play Sanji next turn and then have Brook on the field at the same time just in case. There's the possibility of Brook attacking, and then on his following turn, he would attack into the Brook, kill the Brook, and then play Kaku to kill the Sanji or whatever. So that's pretty good. We'll just remove it for now with the Jet Pistol. I'll get a 5k in here, and then we will drop our 1-drop Sanji. Then we'll pass. So he goes up to what, 6 Dawn, I think? Yeah, 6 Dawn. 2 Dawn under Rob to hit me for 7, and 4 Dawn left. Or it's a possibility of him going 6 on me, or air dooring. Bro, are you serious? Okay. Now you got it. You got it. We're in a rough spot now. We counted on the first Kaku, but to hit that off an air door? Come on now. When it works, it works. Air door is pretty fun to play with. I give it to you. Yeah, so there goes the 7. We'll take this hit. Ooh. Ooh, this is nice. Oh yeah, this is nice. We'll remove this as well. Just go 8k here. That way I'm able to force the free damage. Because essentially, if not, he has to pitch, what, 4k to protect himself? He's got a lot of cards. 9 cards in hand, 2 life left. It's looking okay. I feel like we're in a spot, but I think we can get out of this. You guys get the blue no. Don't forget to attach to Dawn, bud. I want to believe in you. Okay, so he gets the blue no. 1 Dawn on leader. So possibly a shockwave here. What else could he play for 2 Dawn? What am I missing? Not a whole lot, right? Okay. Soldier. Fair. Actually, you know what? Let's do the Luffy and the Brook here. I know it sounds a little silly. Let's do Luffy and Brook. We'll get the free Dawn to Luffy here. And then this will be a 9k. No, never mind, hold on. We're not going to play the other Brook. We're going to save the other Brook, attach Dawn to Zoro. And then we'll get 9k in for free. Because unblockable and all, you know? And it's going to be a given that Luffy is going to die next turn. Regardless of what I have in hand. I do have a Rad Beam. But with Soldier being on board, it's just possible he just removes it, you know, sheerly. So we'll go for 6. I guess the play here would be to block with Bluno and drop a 1k or take this damage. Or waste a 2k from hands. Weird. Okay. I think that was a misplay on his part. I think the right play again would have been to block with the Bluno, who's already a 6, and then pitch a 1k instead of a 2 in that scenario. So we didn't have any way that we could kill the Bluno here with 1 Dawn open. So just small little plays like that you gotta watch out for yourself and for your opponent, you know. Alright, 2 Dawn or Lucci. Pops a Soldier. So Luffy's now with 2 cost here. So that is potential for a Kaku. Take this hit as well. No trigger, of course. We have 2 Rad Beams here. I click the button. Come on, game. So we got 2 Rad Beams here, a Jambe, and a Brook. I think we're doing pretty well. The Magor is not really going to help me in this scenario because I don't really plan on lasting 1 more turn here. Hoping to probably kill this man on my following turn, but we'll see. Yeah, there goes the Kaku with the Luffy. We saw that coming. Let me see if I can force him to pitch cards and or take this free life here. It might not be the best play, but it's probably all I got, depending on our draw here. Put the Dawn under Blue No, bud. No, actually, he's going to attack with it instead. That's risky. No. We'll pitch the 2K. I'm going to save the rad beams just in case we're going to need them when he activates his Lucci shenanigans, you know? Oh, okay, he actually had another blocker. Alright, fair. Let's play the Dan. Dan would get me Sanji and Buggy in this scenario. I think the only option here would be to take the Buggy. Because again, I don't think I'm going to survive for another turn. So if we get a Buggy and we can get like a Jet Pistol or a Fire Fist or something. Okay, nothing. That's fine. We could still win the game without that. Because I was not banking on finding a Dan or a Buggy in that scenario, you know what I mean? I was hoping for a Zoro or a Luffy, but this works out. It's okay. Let me think here. Do that first, of course. We're gonna Don up the Brook. Make him go 6. Then we'll go Zoro at 7. In hopes that we can get 2 or 3 cards out of his hand. I don't know what he wants to do here. So we'll go for 6 here. Can I get that 2K? There goes the 2K. We're gonna activate Janbei here as well. This way he's either forced to give me the life or he's forced to counter this. 3K counter. So it's a potential of 3 cards in his hands, or a potential of 1 2K and then 1 1K. And then he'll have 4 cards going into the next turn. He'll pitch 2 for leader effect. He'll have 2 cards open. So that means on his following turn, he has to go for game. Nice. He actually decided to take it. That is not good. In turn here. So now we've got the 2 rad beams and another 1K counter. I think we're pretty good. Depending on what he wants to do. He has to go for game here, otherwise he loses, right? Seven cards in hand. I mean, we could Jet Pistol off this, right? Still a possibility of getting a Jet Pistol off the stack, even though we've already seen 2 of them in this game already, and we used them as soon as we had them, which is pretty good. But if we get Jet Pistols off the stack, we can actually kill either a Kaku or a Bluno. We can't target the Zipper Mouth guy because he can't be killed by, card effects, unfortunately. 1 Don and a Lucci. Okay. Smart. Either he's just distributing Dawn here, or he's actually anticipating a Jet Pistol. If he's anticipating it, well played on his part. Okay, so there's a 9K. He actually goes 9 on both of these. Yeah, fair. It's gonna be rough, boys. I'll take this hit from him. I want to try to protect Brook if we're able to. Speaking of Jet Pistol. I can't kill anything. He played it well. That was good. But I think we still got the game here. He's only going to be able to block one of my attacks with... Never mind. He's actually attacking with that. Protect the Brook. What do you do next? He goes for game, right? He has to. He's going for Brook here. We'll let this one go. So now he's able to restand with Lucci, right? So pitch 2 cards in hand to restand. So that's 2 more 9 attacks coming my way. I'll take this hit. There we go. We got it, boys. We got there. Nice. Well, play it smart, though. Under the Zoro, we'll go 6 under to Dan. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll bring you back to one more game here before we take a peek in under the hood and see what we got going on here in the Zoro list. But either way, we're playing against Whitebeard, which shouldn't be that difficult for Zoro right now, because a lot of Zoro decks are aggro based, right? We're rush, and a lot of Whitebeards are now kind of going that route too, because Sakazuki. So let's see what he decides to do. We are still the better variant of the aggro list, let's be honest. I mean, we're Zoro, we give everything boosts, you don't. So let's see what he wants to play it. We get 2 attacks in here for free. We get those 2Ks, bud. Okay, fair. How about this one? Nice. Unfortunately, we will lose our Makino here. And potentially Nami. Here goes the Zoro. Okay. Took a life for that as well. We'll take this hit. There's no reason to pitch 2 cards from hand. We get a Buggy. Pretty solid. Ooh. Misplays were made. Please. Come on. Love me. That's what's up. Take that jet pistol. He realized it then. He played stupid games there. What that means is he should have attacked with the Zoro first to play respect to the jet pistol. I mean, he is playing into a Zoro list, you know, after all. Let's take Sanji. This is huge right now. All these weenie attackers here. It's up to Nami here. We're going for 6 for the Sanji. 6 in here myself. What do you do here, bud? Not bad. So this matchup ideally can be difficult, depending on what cards you see as Zoro. Again, we have access to the Nami, we have access to the Dan and the Buggy. We always have 1-drops on board, generally. With Magra as well. We have a lot of boosts to hit 6k. So at the end of the day, you're peppering Whitebeard with all these little attacks. Of course, he has to pitch his hand to protect himself, otherwise he just loses. There's so many of them, and his life just goes down so quick at this point. Like right now, he's already on 1 life, right? And most decent Whitebeard players are going to take this hit regardless, because you are going to lose that life by the end of your turn. Let's be fair. We've got this far before he even drops a new gate, so I think we're doing pretty good. I kind of just want to go in here, to be fair. Yeah, let's just go in here. We'll be attacking with the Dedan and a maybe just Zoro. But I want to see what he's going to do here. We'll attach the Don to Sanji too, because I don't have any other thing I'm going to do with it. Leave 1 open for Rad Beam just in case. You might as well just give me the life, bud. There's no reason for you to guard this at all, to be fair. There you go, good job. Now he's in trouble though. Another 6. We get a Marco out of that. So with him giving us that Marco, I'm going to assume either he just got that off of life or he's had it in hand this whole time. I'm going to assume he got it off life, because otherwise he would have played it before, right? It's the Ezo down. It's an ace. I'm sorry, what? You're telling me out of 9 cards you had in hand, sorry, 8 cards, ace was your best option in this scenario? where you were going to get both of those units that you just killed, the Sanji and the Dan, for free with Marco and Whitebeard anyhow. I'm just going to assume Ace was his best option. Let's just say it was. Can he guard this? Okay, so yeah, maybe Ace was his best option. Either way, see y'all in a split second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're going to take a peek at this deck list again, and we'll talk about it, and whether or not I want to do some changes and all that sort of thing. Now, at the end of the day, unfortunately, we did not run into any Sakazukis, but you guys kind of know how the matchup goes when it runs the, Zoro or any aggro list low cost like this running into Sakazuki. Any deck in the format, let's be fair. Now, what I've learned on how to deal with this leader is the fact that, again, this is why we're playing with a lot of rush cards. This is why Whitebeard has adapted as well to more so rush. You guys have to get value immediately before Sakazuki just removes your stuff. So we play cards such as Luffy's, Sanji's, Zoro's, the new 10 drop, or sorry, new 6 drop from ST10. We're playing this as well, and Whitebeard. We're playing cards in which that as soon as they hit the board, we can actually go face. And it makes Sakazuki a little bit easier to deal with because they run 8 to 10k counters usually, right? That's all they normally slap in the deck. Be it that if they don't see their counters, we get immediate value each and every time we do that. With being a 4-life leader, it's very, very scary, especially difficult for them to deal with when they attack into us, be it Whitebeard or Zoro, depending on which one you're playing. And we have an opportunity of cracking back with the jet pistol, opportunity of fire fisting. We're able to get rid of those Borsalinos on board or whatever they have that we don't want to deal with. But in this regard, you want to make sure you're getting off as many attacks as you can with your rush units. That's just how I've learned to deal with it. And don't get me wrong, it's not always a solid best in slot strategy, because again, if you don't see your pieces versus they see their pieces, or they don't see theirs, you don't see yours, it can be a toss-up. But that's the way I've been dealing with that list. Other than that, a lot of the other decks in the format, Zoro still does very, very well. The only other difficult one that you might have trouble with would be a Nell, and I think that's just because we kind of run out of gas. If we don't win by, per se, like, what is it, 9 Dawn for them, they start slapping down Yamatos and healing up, and then Nell starts doing his shenanigans. But if we can get to that point before then, we can easily seal the game. But overall, hopefully you guys did enjoy it. We got to play against some Bello Betties today. We played, and not an L, but Lucci, which was very, very interesting and difficult to deal with. And then we played against Whitebeard as well. But hopefully you guys do smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribing for more One Piece content. It's been Pawseplays. I will catch you guys in the very next video. Stay safe out there. I'll see y'all later.